Greetings, Earthlings. Today we're looking at a Supercardioid instrument microphone. Today we are looking at this guy, the Sennheiser e906, and I know some of you are already typing, but Bandrew, that's not a vocal microphone. Stop, hold it, shh. I don't got time for your lip, but if you do want to pick up this microphone, it'll set you back around $190. Like always, links down below. And for this review, we're connected direct to the 2i2 2nd Gen, input gain set at 3 o'clock. I will not do any post-processing, but I may boost it in post, so check the doobly-doo to see what I diddly did. Now let's talk about what comes in the box. I hit the ceiling on that one. First up, you do get a zippered storage bag. You will obviously get the microphone. You get a microphone mount, which does come with the 5/8 to 3/8 inch microphone stand adapter, and you get some documentation. As far as the build quality, this microphone feels absolutely incredible, which is why it's something that you're gonna find on stages across the entire world. It has an all-metal chassis as well as a metal mesh grille, which does have a little bit of give to it in the center of the grille, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. On the back of the microphone, you will find a 3-way presence shaping switch, which has a flat, a presence boost, and a presence cut. And the microphone is relatively light, weighing in at 140 grams. Then we got the specs, and this thing has a supercardioid polar pattern, a frequency response of 40 Hz to 15 kHz, a sensitivity of approximately -56.5 decibels, and an output impedance of 350 ohms. Okay, now I'm speaking into the e906, spinning it around to 90 degrees to show you the off-axis rejection and coloration. I will continue moving around the microphone to the 180-degree angle where you should have another lobe of sensitivity. We will continue moving around to the second 90-degree angle. Here we are, and we will rotate and end at the front of the microphone. Typing on keyboard with Cherry MX Blues I am. To see voice versus background noise, I do. Now I'm right on top of the microphone to show you the proximity effect. 1 foot away from the microphone, 2 feet away from the microphone, and 4 feet away from the microphone. Of course, we do gotta test the plosives, and I can already tell you this is going to be bad, and I apologize. Please bring pizza pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. Please bring pizza pronto. God. Okay, so throughout this video, I have been speaking into the microphone with the presence set to flat, and this is how it sounds. Now I've enabled the presence boost on this microphone, and this is how it sounds. And as you can hear, there is a lot more crispiness up top. And now I've enabled the presence cut on this microphone, and this is how it sounds. You can hear that it has a much darker tone now, but to my ears, it also sounds a little bit smoother. Another Sennheiser. I swear I'm not a shill, even though I've been reviewing a lot of them. So essentially, I just think that the e906 is an upgraded and ultimately better microphone than the Sennheiser e609. First up, in terms of pros, I think the addition of the presence shaping switch is a huge improvement. I love the fact that they did not just include a presence boost, but they also included a presence cut, which just makes it a much more versatile microphone. Additionally, the supercardioid polar pattern will really help limit the amount of bleed between the instruments on the stage, which will ultimately lead to a much cleaner mix, and the microphone also has a very low profile, which would be great for a smaller stage, or if you're concerned with a musician bumping the microphone when you are using an end address mic. But then in terms of cons, this microphone did seem to pick up quite a bit of vibration, so I would be concerned with having this too close to a bass amp or a drum kit. It may pick up some rumble from the stage if it's not really secure. The off-axis coloration on this microphone is also pretty nasty, but I will admit that's likely because they tried to limit the amount of frequencies picked up from the side to help reject some additional noise. And lastly, this thing is simply atrocious when it comes to plosives, but again, I will admit that is likely because this is not a vocal microphone. It is intended to be used on instruments. Then as far as my overall thoughts on this microphone, on the electric guitar, I thought it had a really nice amount of attack, and when you initialize the presence boost, it gets very aggressive, and at no point does the bass get overwhelming, so it remains really clean and leaves room for the bass to do its job. Do you hear me, guitarists? Your amp does not need all the bass. Let the bassist do something, please. Then on the acoustic, I absolutely loved this thing. It had a very open and airy sound on both the flat as well as the presence boost mode, but when you did initialize the presence cut, it did start to sound a little bit dull or dead. For singing, I was a bit underwhelmed. Both the flat and the presence boost mode sounded overboosted in the presence area, leading it to sound a little bit too crispy, and the presence cut mode did sound pretty tolerable, but this is not a microphone that I would run to and grab in a studio for vocals. It's just not really cut out for that. And lastly, for spoken word, again in the flat and the presence boost mode, the presence region sounded a little bit overboosted and unnatural, but when you enable the presence cut filter, it does start to sound smoother, a little bit fuller, and ultimately more pleasing to listen to. But no matter what you do, you're still going to have to deal with those plosives. But now, would I recommend this microphone? Absolutely, for instruments. I was a very big fan of the E609, and I think the E906, I know that's a little bit confusing, but I think the E906 is a huge improvement over the 609. The addition of the presence boost and presence cut on this mic makes it so much more versatile than the 609 that I think it's much more likely to be a jack of all trades when it comes to miking instruments. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for today. So if you found this video fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, thumbs down. Want more videos? You can subscribe by clicking the logo beneath me. You could also become a member by clicking that blue join button down below. If you want to hang out in the Discord server, I'll throw a link in the description, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.